Hi guys, I just wanted to take the next few minutes to share with you some useful tools to learn what I think is really cool, and that is another language. And it's just really cool to be able to just have that knowledge. And so I just wanted to share with you some tools that could help you. And you probably don't know this about me, but one of the things that I really like doing is language learning, of course, which is why I'm making this video. And I'm actually studying Spanish in school right now. I've been studying it for, this will be year number 8. Can you believe it? 8 years. So in that time, I think I've gotten pretty good. So I'm just going to show you some tools that can help you. And a great place to look for these tools, books to help you is half-price books, because they have inexpensively priced books. You get things like dictionaries, books like this that are actually from Spanish-speaking countries. You can get, let's see if I can find it. You can get books like this, which are the Spanish version, the original version of books translated into English. So there's just all different kinds of things that you can use to learn a language. You don't just have to limit yourself to this guy right here, textbook. So I'm just going to show you some quick things. First thing you can use is a picture and dictionary. This one is by McGraw-Hill. This one is from Half Price Books. It has a CD in the back. And just to open up to a page, actions, las acciones. And this one, caer sobre la espalda, to fall on one's back. And it has the picture and then the phrase down here and what it means in English. So something like this is good because it gives you a visualization of the thing you're looking at. That way you can think, okay, el vestido. Okay, I see a picture of a dress right here. So I know in my mind, el vestido, I have a dress. And this is just a good tool for beginners because it's illustrated and it has both the English and Spanish translations. And the most important thing is that it gives you the article. Articles are very important in Spanish because they tell us whether the word is masculine or feminine. And that concept in Spanish helps us be able to make agreement between the noun, its adjectives, and its determinants. Basically words like this, that, these, the, a. And moving on, you can of course get a textbook. You should get a textbook. These are available in places like Half Price and Amazon. And these just give you activities and just different things about culture and art and whatnot. And usually language books are very colorful and exciting and pretty, so they won't be like your boring other textbooks. And something else that's nice to have is a dictionary. I used the University of Chicago Spanish Dictionary, which is on my bookshelf in high school. And places like Half Price are also good places to look for things like dictionaries and thesauri. That's where I found my thesaurus. And sites like Amazon are good places to look for that too. I know that for my French dictionary and my French thesaurus, I went on the French Amazon because I wanted to get the most updated version of my French dictionary. But enough of that aside. And something else that you can do is you can go online and look for printouts of instructional materials, like I have done right here with the Spanish instructional materials. And then here is a chart with the conjugations. And you can, what I like to do is just print all this out and stick it in a binder. And I think that this will be good instructional material later on because I am thinking about becoming a language instructor. Other things you can do are, of course, get novels. This is Love in the Time of Cholera. This is El Amor en los Tiempos de Cólera. Basically, this is the original version in Spanish. This is the English translation. Interesting thing to note is the English translation has about 100 pages fewer than the Spanish translation. So, interesting thing to note there. I would recommend starting off with more basic books like, let's get a basic book like this one on motorcycles before going into things like Love in the Time of Cholera, because it's just going to be easier. You're going to understand more of the vocabulary. This is a whole lot simpler right here because short, simple texts, pictures, this is going to be a lot better for a beginning student than this is. So start off with things like this, work your way up to things like this. Other things phrase books, and vocabulary books that give you the list of the Spanish vocabulary alongside the list of the English vocabulary. So let's say you want to look up something like to print, imprimir, to reject, rechazar, erase, borrar. These are good tools because books like this come with a whole lot of vocabulary words in different categories. And this comes with phrases like where can I rent a car? ¿Dónde puedo alquilar un auto? I have an international driver's license. Tengo una licencia internacional. So phrases like this that you would use for travel. Something else, slang dictionaries. Now this one, because it's only in Spanish, is more for advanced students, but we'll show you a word. Like you have the word right here, then you have what it means in your basic everyday language, and then examples. And these are even literary examples too. And something like this you can also use for practicing. This is Spanish-English housekeeping. And what this helps you with is the words for everyday things around the house, like adding, baking, beating, boiling, broiling. This is Listen and Learn Spanish. It has different things in here like conversations and conjugations and just things like that. So this is something you can use for practicing and when you're starting out to get your basics down. This one is an all Spanish book, so this is a more advanced book. This would be for a more advanced student. And it has just grammar things in here. And it has, illustrations to kind of break up the boxes of text. And then once you get really advanced, you can break into literature, like these. This is Loteneuros by Antonio Muñoz Molina. This one is Entre Vicios by Carmen Martín Gaite. And this one is Últimas Tardes con Teresa by Juan Marce. And I love this because it has a little Corte Inglés sticker on the back, and Corte Inglés is a Spanish department store, and it says $6.50, so I'm guessing this is when Spain still used the peseta. And it's just a really cool book because it has that old kind of feel to it. And it has the little band around the cover. I love this because it's just so cool and vintage looking. So anyway, those are just some basic tips. And another tip that I would have if you have a lot of free time and you like watching TV a lot is to search videos on YouTube, Spanish translations of your favorite videos. And let's see, the videos that I found on YouTube are 10 Things I Hate About You and Mean Girls. So if you have a lot of free time and you like watching movies, that's definitely something to look up to. And if you can find children's TV shows that are actually all in Spanish, no just with a word thrown in here and there, those would be good too, because children's programming and children's TV shows are good tools for language learning because the characters speak more slowly. And they're also probably going to use simpler vocabulary as opposed to those 50-cent words. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope these are really helpful, and it's just been great being able to share something that I find really interesting with you and something that I am passionate about with y'all. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and of course you can put your questions, comments, and suggestions at the bottom, and I will do my best to answer those. Thanks guys, bye.